Amazon is the world's largest and most popular e-commerce marketplace, but starting your own business to sell on Amazon can be a daunting task, especially with all the information and misinformation out there. So I'm going to break down how you can easily start your own Amazon business in 4 simple steps. In fact, I'm going to show you the same steps that I used to start my Amazon business and made it profitable in just 30 days of launching my very first product. What's up, guys? My name is Crescent, and successfully selling on Amazon really boils down to 4 basic steps. So the first thing you need to do is choose a business model. A business model is how you want to sell on Amazon, since there's several ways you can choose from. Now, you don't have to stick to a single method, but if you're just starting out, you should focus on just one for now. You can do either arbitrage, or otherwise referred to as retail arbitrage or online arbitrage, or you can do wholesale or private label. Each method has its pros and cons, and I'll go over each one and why I choose to do one over the others. Alright, so let's start with smashing the like button for the YouTube algorithm. It lets YouTube know that you found value in this video and to show it to more people just like you, and I would really appreciate it. So thank you. And if you want to learn more about selling on Amazon and connect with me, as well as surround yourself with other like-minded sellers, join my Amazon Facebook group. It's one of the largest with over 30,000 members. You can find a link in the description below. Now, with that said, let's talk about arbitrage. This model involves buying discounted products from a marketplace or retailer and then reselling them on Amazon at a higher price. For example, this Shark vacuum cleaner is on sale at Walmart for $83. And if we look up the same vacuum on Amazon, it's currently selling for $157. One of the main pros of this model and what attracts most new sellers is that it requires very little upfront capital, making it easy to get started. However, one of the biggest drawbacks of arbitrage is that competition is high, which leads to low margins. Furthermore, this model is limited in terms of scalability. One of the main reasons why is due to the high level of competition. Many sellers are trying to source products from the same retailers and platforms, which can lead to lower profit margins. And on top of that, in order to scale an arbitrage business, sellers need to continually find new products or new sources of products. This can be extremely time-consuming, and being reliant on the availability of discounted products from third-party retailers or clearance sales can be unpredictable and inconsistent, making it difficult to maintain a consistent supply of products to sell at profitable margins. Now, similar to arbitrage is selling wholesale products. Wholesale involves buying products in bulk from a manufacturer or distributor and then reselling them on Amazon for a profit. For example, we can buy this Mrs. Meyer's hand lotion from a wholesaler for $22 a case or $3.68 per unit. And if we hop on over to Amazon and look up the same item, it's selling for $14.20 each. Of course, just like with arbitrage, once you subtract your shipping costs to ship the items to Amazon and the Amazon fees, the remaining balance is your profit. The main attraction of this model is that you can purchase products directly from the manufacturer or distributor at a lower price and then turn around and sell them at a higher price on Amazon, generating a profit from the difference. Additionally, this approach provides a good opportunity for building relationships with manufacturers and distributors. However, the biggest cons with selling wholesale products is the much higher upfront costs required to buy inventory, since you won't be able to buy in small quantities. Typically, you have to buy in bulk, like in hundreds or thousands of units at a time. And while buying products in bulk can lead to lower costs per unit, selling products at a lower price point means that wholesale sellers often have lower profit margins compared to private label sellers, which we'll talk about next. Wholesale sellers are also dependent on their suppliers for product availability, pricing, and quality. If a supplier experiences production issues or changes in their pricing, it can impact the seller's ability to maintain their margins and keep their inventory stocked. And like arbitrage, wholesale is also highly competitive. There's often many other sellers selling the same or similar products, which can make it difficult to stand out and attract customers. Basically, with arbitrage and wholesale, because you're selling other brands' products, your ability to make money depends solely on how low you can buy your inventory for compared to all the other sellers, since the price is the only way for you to compete for sales. Now, before moving on to private label, I want to go over something that's often not talked about with arbitrage and wholesale that gets so many new sellers stuck, and that's restrictions posed by Amazon. In order to maintain quality control, Amazon requires sellers to prove that they bought their inventory legitimately from authorized distributors, wholesalers, or manufacturers. This means if you just bought your products from some random website, local flea market, or even retail stores like Target or Walmart, you might not be able to sell them on Amazon. In most cases, Amazon will require you to provide valid invoices proving that you purchased your products from an authorized distributor, wholesaler, or manufacturer, and not from some random website or retailer. So keep that in mind. Okay, so moving on to the private label business model. Private label involves creating your own branded products and selling them on Amazon. The biggest benefit of selling private label products is that you have greater control over your brand and profit margins. Instead of selling another brand's products, you can create unique, differentiated products that are not available elsewhere on Amazon, giving you a competitive advantage, which is why I do private label and not arbitrage or wholesale. And because you have complete control over the product, you can control the profit margin, giving you the ability to maximize your margins instead of having to compete based solely on price, like with arbitrage and wholesale, which is why this business model is so attractive to me and other private label sellers. Now, beyond choosing the business model, there's one more business decision you need to make. Each time you sell a product on Amazon, you can either decide to take care of the entire order fulfillment yourself, such as picking and packing the item, labeling and shipping, handling customer support, and taking care of any refunds and returns. Or you can take advantage of a service that Amazon provides called FBA, or Fulfillment by Amazon. FBA is a service where all you need to do is send your inventory to Amazon's fulfillment centers, and Amazon will handle all of the storage, picking and packing, shipping, and customer support for you. This means that each time a customer orders a product, for a small fee, Amazon takes care of everything from picking and packing to shipping and customer service. It helps you save time and money on order fulfillment, allowing you to focus on other aspects of your business. For example, if you fulfill the orders yourself, you'd have to handle the entire fulfillment process, picking and packing, including buying all of the packing materials, arrange the shipping with a shipping carrier, pick up or drop off the packages, and take care of any customer returns and refunds. Whereas using FBA, the typical FBA fee is around $5 to $6 depending on the product, and you don't have to do anything at all. Now that you understand the different ways of selling on Amazon, the second and most important step of selling on Amazon is choosing what to sell. Searching for random products or using your own intuition isn't the right strategy. There's millions of products on Amazon, but not all of them are ideal products to sell, and more importantly, will be profitable. Product selection requires careful analysis, and thankfully, there are powerful product research tools available nowadays that can help us find and identify viable products to sell. Products that meet specific criteria to ensure we have the best opportunity to make money. Metrics such as having high demand with low competition, it's not seasonal, not saturated, and is easy to differentiate. So for example, if we take a look at this training mask, you might think that this is a great product to sell. The product looks to be very popular with tons of sellers that have thousands of positive reviews. And some of you may even use a product research tool like Jungle Scout or Helium 10 to take a look at product details in more detail. And if we take a look at the Helium 10 Chrome extension, you can see that there's a ton of listings making over $10,000 a month, some even close to $30,000 a month. And some of you might even look at the top summary here and decide that this is the perfect product for you to sell. Especially if we head on over to Alibaba, and we can see that you can buy this product for around $10 to $20 and turn around and sell it on Amazon for $40 to $50. Well, I'm going to tell you right now that if that's what you thought, then you've made a terrible mistake. I can't stress enough how important it is to do proper product analysis in order to validate products before you invest in them. First of all, there's so many red flags that I see. For example, the competition is way too high. We can gauge the level of competition based on the number of reviews a listing has, and we can see that several of the top listings here have thousands of reviews, and most have over 300. Trying to break into competitive niches is difficult and expensive, so I highly recommend staying away from them. Another red flag I see is that a single seller, Training Mask, has a ton of listings here. This shows that they dominate this niche and also alerts me that this product is probably patented. So let's jump onto Google and do a search for Training Mask. And would you look at that? The top result is trainingmask.com. It looks like they have a pretty big website, and they are also well known and an established brand. So let's do another search, Training Mask patent. We can see here that the top result is for a high performance ventilatory training mask. And take a look here. Patents assigned to Training Mask LLC. We can see that they have several active patents and that the inventor is Casey Danford. Now, let's take a look at the actual patent. We can see that this is the actual product, and the inventor is Casey Danford, and that the status is active. You don't want to sell patented or trademarked products unless you get approval from the patent owner or you buy products from an authorized distributor. You'll get your listing shut down on Amazon, or worse, you can get sued. So, how are these other sellers selling a training mask then? Well, either they did get permission or they did buy their inventory from an authorized distributor. They're selling a knockoff that doesn't violate the IP, or they simply haven't been caught yet. Now, you also want to avoid saturated niches. These are niches where the majority of the top sellers are all new. You can check that by looking at the listing creation or start date. It's a red flag if there's too many new sellers because A, it's a sign that this niche looked good a few months ago and a ton of sellers discovered it and then jumped on board. And B, a ton of new sellers drives up the competition, leading to higher product launches, higher PPC costs, and more sellers aggressively competing for the sales. Furthermore, you want to avoid seasonal products. If you're new to selling on Amazon, trying to sell seasonal products can get you into a lot of trouble if you don't have any experience, especially when it comes to inventory management. If you don't order enough inventory or get your inventory in stock in time, you'll lose sales. Or if you overorder, then you'll be stuck with inventory that you can't sell for an entire year, tying up your money. You can gauge the seasonality of a niche by using a tool from Google called Google Trends. Just type in the product and choose 12 months from the drop-down menu, and you can see if the product is more popular only during certain times of the year. For example, if we look at can openers, we can see that the graph is relatively flat for the entire year with just a small spike right around the holidays. However, if we take a look at wrapping paper, we can easily see that it's only popular during the holiday season. And again, for those of you that are wondering, this tool that I'm using is the Chrome extension called X-Ray by Helium 10. There's a trial period that you can use if you want to give it a try, and I managed to put together a huge discount for my followers that you can use to save a ton of money if you decide to upgrade. I'll leave a link to the coupon in the description below. Now, product analysis is far more detailed than what I just quickly went over here, so if you want to learn more about it, I have a very detailed video that dives deeper into product research and analysis, and I'll leave a link to that video in the description below. Now, step number 3 to starting your Amazon business is making sure that your products have a competitive advantage. Gone are the days where you can just simply sell the exact same thing as everyone else and expect to do well. Buyers are far more savvy nowadays, especially when there's so many alternative options easily accessible to them. Having a competitive advantage is crucial for any product, including those on Amazon, because it allows your product to stand out amongst all of the competitors and attract more sales. In the case of Amazon, there are countless products available for a buyer to choose from, and many of them are similar or even identical. Without a competitive advantage, it becomes challenging for your product to differentiate itself and gain attention of potential buyers. A competitive advantage can come in many forms, such as improving the product somehow, adding a unique feature, fixing a problem, better quality, or even bundling it with a bonus item. Having one or more of these advantages can give your product a distinct edge over your competitors so you can capture sales and generate positive reviews, and more importantly, add value so you can charge more for your product and compete based on value, not on price. And now, step number 4 to starting your Amazon business is growth. You may be tempted to take your profits and run. However, reinvesting your profits back into your Amazon business is crucial if you want to grow and succeed in the long term. Remember, selling on Amazon should be treated like a real business. It's not some get-rich-quick scheme. If you're truly trying to build a sustainable income stream and grow your Amazon business, first and foremost, reinvesting your profits will allow you to scale your business. By reinvesting into more inventory, product development, advertising, or other growth initiatives, you can attract new customers, expand your product line, and increase your revenue. This in turn can help you achieve economies of scale, reduce your costs, and increase your profitability. In addition to driving growth and staying competitive, reinvesting your profits can also help you weather unexpected challenges or downturns in the market, such as when COVID hit the world, or even our current economic climate with skyrocketing labor and shipping costs and supply chain issues. By building up a cash reserve, You can protect your business from financial shocks and ensure that you have the resources you need to keep your business running smoothly, even in tough times. And a pro tip here when it comes to scaling: most people, when they start their Amazon businesses, are looking for that one home run product that's going to make them $3,000 or $5,000 a month. Sometimes it might actually be smarter to instead look at 3 to 4 smaller products that each make around $1,000 to $2,000 a month, and then when combined, will hit your monthly profit goals. Scaling your product line in this way can help you find untapped product ideas. Remember, always be thinking outside of the box. And do you know what my biggest lesson is when it comes to growth and scaling? Surrounding myself with other like-minded and goal-oriented people, and especially a coach or mentor that's an expert in the field that's already been through the ringer, that can help me reach my goal faster and avoid making rookie mistakes. So if you want to learn more about selling on Amazon and connect with me and other Amazon sellers, join my Facebook group. Over 30,000 other people already have. There's a link right over here.